We have spayed and neutered about 33,000 animals.
Wow. You've been instrumental in this community, the Danville Humane Society, in promoting spays and neuters. And I think if we prevent unwanted puppies, then that solves a lot of these problems down the road.
And actually, we are seeing a lot fewer puppies at the shelter every year because it's working with the dogs. Cats are a different matter, but in 1993, October 1993, when we first got our first disbursement of $75,000 from the E. Stewart James Grant Charitable Trust, the board voted to put all of that $75,000 towards spaying and neutering. And so that formed a program and we became known for offering rebates and giving grants to veterinary clinics, and each year we get $50,000 to do that, and we have spayed and neutered about 33,000 animals.
Wow, wow. So that's really put a big dent in the problem.
It has.
And I know that you work with it every year. You discuss it at the board meetings and trying to say what's the best way to use this money and how can we spay and neuter more of them. And I think you've had the neuter scooter come into town, and you've had lots of different programs that you've tried with that.
We have, and what we really like now is we have the rebate program for residents of Danville and Pennsylvania County. We give vet clinics grants because y'all are the ones that would know which of your clients need the money the most.
Right.
And then you may use it as you wish. If you want to spend it all on just a few clients, do. You know, whatever will help the best. And then if you were to call me and say, Paulette, I have a client who has 25 cats, can you help? The answer would always be yes.
So E. Stewart James was Grant, what's her name?
E. Stewart James Grant.
Okay, she was the owner of the Register Bee.
Yes, she was.
And so how did you become part of that, the grant, as we call it?
It happened through our tattoo clinics in the 1980s. Trust me, this would be unheard of in this
What
time.
kind of tattoo can you draw on me? Do you do everything, or just hearts
give me the
and
needle.
stars?
Give me the
No.
needle. Yeah. We used to the precursor to the microchips was to actually tattoo the owner's social security number on the inner right thigh of the animal. Can you believe doing
Can't
that in
believe
this
that.
day? I know.
Don't give out your social security number for anything now.
Well, now we used to tattoo it on cats and let them roam around. But so we had tattoo clinics at the shelter, and Mrs. Grant the first year brought 3 cats to be tattooed, and we didn't have computers back then, of course, so we recorded the information on the on 3x5 cards and kept them in the shelter.
Yeah.
And the next year she came back with 3 different cats, and she said, the tattoo has worn off, I want you to do it for free. And so we did, even though we knew that they were different cats. And so we did that for 2 years in a row, and then when she died, she named us as one of the 9 beneficiaries of her estate worth $58 million.
Wow.
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 I get so many lessons from that.
So she was very frugal when she was alive.
Yes, and was
very generous after she died.
Oh, yes, yes. That doesn't mean that we get
58 million.
58 million or even a ninth of it. It means every year we request 3 different grants, and the bank makes a decision, and they have been very good to us.
So they have a trustee that manages that money, and you make a proposal each year depending on how much you think you can do with the money, and then they decide how much to give you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Averett, let me see, the Lions Club, the Kiwanis Club.
They all are beneficiaries as well.
And Red Hill, Patrick Henry's house.
Well, that's a wonderful thing.